Leg weakness after 60 is often attributed simply to aging, but the biology behind it is more specific than that and more addressable. 3 vitamins play direct roles in the mechanisms that drive age-related leg weakness: nerve signal transmission, muscle protein synthesis, and calcium regulation in bone and muscle tissue. And after 60, the body's ability to absorb or produce all 3 of these vitamins declines significantly. Today I am going to walk through each one, what it does specifically in the lower body, what the published evidence shows, and the timing and form that make supplementation most effective. Why vitamin deficiency drives leg weakness specifically. Leg weakness after 60 involves at least 3 distinct biological processes. First, nerve conduction. The muscles in your legs receive their signals from the nervous system. When nerve transmission is impaired, muscles respond more slowly, fire less efficiently, and fatigue more quickly, producing the weakness and instability many older adults experience. Second, muscle protein synthesis. After exercise or daily activity, muscle fibers undergo microscopic damage that is repaired overnight during sleep. After 60, this repair process becomes less efficient. The rate of muscle rebuilding slows even with adequate protein intake. Third, calcium regulation. The structural integrity of bone and the contractile function of muscle both depend on calcium being properly directed. When calcium ends up in soft tissue or joints rather than bone, the result is stiffness, pain, and reduced mobility. 3 vitamins, B12, D3, and K2, each address one of these processes directly, and each is commonly deficient in adults over 60 through mechanisms specific to aging. Vitamin number 1, B12. Vitamin B12 is essential for maintaining the myelin sheath, the protective coating around nerve fibers that allows electrical signals to travel efficiently from the brain to the muscles. When B12 is insufficient, this coating degrades. Nerve signals become slower, weaker, and less precise. The result in the legs is numbness, tingling, weakness, and the kind of instability that increases fall risk. The absorption problem is specific to age. After 60, stomach acid production decreases. B12 from food is bound to protein and requires stomach acid to be released before absorption. Even a diet rich in eggs, fish, and meat may not deliver adequate B12 to an aging digestive system. The National Institutes of Health estimates that up to 43% of people over 60 have low or borderline B12 levels, most without knowing it. A 2017 study published in Neurology following 500 seniors found that those with low B12 levels were nearly 3 times more likely to develop difficulty walking and had a 60% higher risk of falls. The form of B12 matters significantly. Methylcobalamin, the active pre-converted form, is directly usable by the nervous system without further metabolic conversion. Sublingual tablets that dissolve under the tongue bypass the digestive system entirely and deliver directly into the bloodstream, the most effective delivery route for older adults with reduced gastric acid production. Timing: B12 can be taken in the evening. It does not interfere with sleep, and the nervous system undergoes repair processes during sleep, making this a physiologically appropriate window. Starting dose: 1,000 micrograms of methylcobalamin daily. Sublingual. Allow a minimum of 2 to 4 weeks of consistent use before evaluating results. Vitamin number 2, vitamin D3. Vitamin D3 is involved in muscle function through a mechanism most people never hear about. Beyond its well-known role in calcium absorption, vitamin D3 directly activates muscle receptor sites, specific receptors in muscle tissue that respond to vitamin D by stimulating protein synthesis and supporting muscle fiber maintenance. Over 70% of adults over 60 are estimated to have insufficient vitamin D levels, and after 60, the skin's ability to synthesize vitamin D from sunlight drops by approximately 75%, meaning outdoor activity alone cannot maintain adequate levels. Supplementation becomes necessary. A 2020 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism tracked seniors with low vitamin D and found that those who supplemented with D3 at night gained 19% more leg strength and had 34% fewer falls over a 3-month period. The researchers attributed this to D3's activation of muscle receptors during the deep sleep phase when growth hormone is released and muscle repair occurs most actively. D3 also reduces chronic low-grade inflammation in muscle tissue, a contributor to the nighttime aching and burning in the calves and thighs that many older adults experience. Because D3 is fat-soluble, it requires dietary fat for absorption. Take it in the evening with a small fat-containing food, a few nuts, a small amount of almond butter or avocado. Avoid taking it with a heavy meal immediately before sleep. Dose: 2,000 to 4,000 IU of vitamin D, 3 cholecalciferol daily, based on blood levels. A baseline 25-hydroxy-vitamin D blood test is worthwhile to establish where you are starting from and calibrate the appropriate dose. Your physician can order this as part of a standard blood panel. Vitamin number 3, vitamin K2. Vitamin K2 is the least commonly discussed of the three and may be the most important for the specific pattern of weakness and pain many older adults experience. K2's primary role is calcium regulation, specifically directing calcium to bone tissue and away from soft tissue, joints, and blood vessels. Without adequate K2, calcium that is absorbed, including calcium boosted by D3 supplementation, can accumulate in arteries, joints, and muscle fascia rather than in bone. This misdirected calcium produces the arterial stiffness, joint calcification, and muscle tightness that is extremely common in older adults and directly contributes to the painful, restricted movement they experience. K2 activates two specific proteins, osteocalcine, which incorporates calcium into bone matrix, and matrix GLA protein, which prevents calcium from depositing in soft tissue. Both require K2 to function. Without it, they remain inactive regardless of calcium intake. A 2021 study in nutrients provided older adults with daily K2 supplementation and tracked strength outcomes over 8 weeks. Participants showed a 21% increase in quadriceps strength and a 31% improvement in standing balance, attributed to K2's role in activating muscle repair genes and supporting calcium regulation in muscle tissue. D3 and K2 work as a functional pair. D3 increases calcium absorption from the gut. K2 directs where that calcium goes. Taking D3 without adequate K2 may contribute to soft tissue calcification rather than bone strengthening. The two are best taken together. Form: MK7 is the most bioavailable form of K2 and has the longest active duration in the body, providing consistent coverage overnight. Dose: 100 to 200 micrograms daily. Caution: K2, and especially K1, can interact with warfarin and other vitamin K-sensitive anticoagulants. If you take blood thinners, discuss K2 supplementation specifically with your physician before beginning. Your INR monitoring frequency may need adjustment. Here is how to combine all three into a simple evening routine. 30 minutes before bed, B12 methylcobalamin sublingual tablet, 1,000 micrograms, placed under the tongue and allowed to dissolve. Take on an empty stomach or at least 2 hours after dinner. With a small fat-containing snack, a few nuts, a small amount of nut butter, or a slice of avocado, D3, 2,000 to 4,000 IU, and K2 MK7, 100 to 200 micrograms. These two are taken together. That is the complete routine. 3 supplements, 1 brief window. Designed to deliver nutrients during the physiological period when nerve repair, muscle synthesis, and bone remodeling are most active. Consistency over weeks and months is what produces measurable change. These nutrients restore depleted stores gradually, not acutely. Allow a minimum of 4 to 6 weeks before evaluating whether leg strength, stability, and comfort have improved. 3 additional habits that make a meaningful difference in how effectively these vitamins work. Hydration throughout the day. Even mild chronic dehydration reduces blood viscosity, slows nutrient delivery to muscle tissue, and delays overnight recovery. A consistent pattern of sipping water through the day, not large amounts all at once, maintains the circulatory efficiency that gets these nutrients where they need to go. Stop fluids 1 hour before bed to avoid sleep disruption. Evening meal composition. A meal high in refined carbohydrates late in the evening increases overnight inflammation and competes with the repair processes these vitamins support. A light protein-centered evening meal, eggs, fish, poultry, or legumes with vegetables, reduces inflammatory burden and allows more metabolic capacity for tissue repair overnight. 5 minutes of light leg movement before bed. Gentle ankle circles, seated leg extensions, or slow heel raises before lying down activate circulation in the lower extremities. This improves nutrient delivery to leg tissue precisely when the overnight repair window is opening. A 2021 study in geriatric rehabilitation found that 5 minutes of pre-sleep leg movement increased nighttime blood flow to the lower limbs by 22% and reduced morning cramping and stiffness within 10 days. A few things worth being clear about. If you take anticoagulant medications, particularly warfarin, discuss K2 supplementation specifically with your physician. Vitamin K compounds affect how warfarin works, and your dosing or monitoring may need adjustment. If you have kidney disease, vitamin D supplementation at higher doses requires medical guidance. The kidneys play a direct role in activating vitamin D, and supplementation interacts with this process in kidney disease specifically. A blood test for vitamin D, 25-hydroxyvitamin D, is the most useful single test to establish whether deficiency is contributing to your symptoms and to determine the appropriate supplementation dose. This is a standard test that most physicians can order. These vitamins support the conditions for leg health. They do not replace physical activity or any prescribed medical treatment. Consistent light movement remains the most important contributor to maintaining leg strength at any age, and these vitamins are most effective when that movement is present. Leg weakness after 60 is not simply an inevitable outcome of getting older. It is influenced by specific biological processes: nerve conduction, muscle protein synthesis, and calcium regulation, each of which is directly supported by B12, D3, and K2 respectively. 3 vitamins, taken in the right form at the right time, with appropriate attention to drug interactions and individual health conditions. B12 methylcobalamin sublingual for nerve support. Vitamin D3 with fat for muscle receptor activation. Vitamin K2, MK7, alongside D3 for calcium direction and muscle repair gene activation. If this was useful, share it with someone you know dealing with leg weakness and instability who has been told it is simply part of aging. And if you want more honest, evidence-based health conversations built for adults over 60, subscribe to this channel. We are here every week. Take good care, and I will see you in the next one.